Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping. I do apologise for no match review for the PSV Eindhoven game away. I've had a lot on, and it's tired me out what I've been through. But I am going to be doing this one, this Arsenal v Brighton Hove Albion match preview, due to the fact that I've got a long day at work tomorrow afternoon, so I won't be able to do it after work because I'll be too tired. So I just thought I'd do this match preview and get it out of the way for this Sunday's game against Brighton. It's a must-win game. We need to definitely put the Villa defeat to bed. Go at Brighton from the get-go. That is what we need to do. We haven't beaten Brighton in a little while at home, and we need to put that right, especially our hopes of challenging to win the Premier League title this season. Anyway, before I get into the team that I will go with, the subs, etc., show me love, joy, and respect by smashing the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? In abundance. Smash those thumbs up like button for me, yeah? What will also help the channel is sharing it, yeah, virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives. If you're watching me for the first time, yeah, allow me to say welcome on board. Doesn't matter how old you are, what race you are, what country in the world you come from, etc. You're more than welcome to the Westernized channel. So get sharing, yeah, amongst your friends and relatives, yeah, and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives, yeah. The comment section below. If you got a score prediction, if you got an opinion about Brighton or Arsenal, um, any footballing faults, leave it in the comment section below. As far as I am concerned, yeah, my channel's for positive feedback only. Um, so get involved by leaving a comment in my comment section below, yeah. And on top of that, yeah, do subscribe to the channel, yeah. Help me by smashing the sub button for me, left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately, yeah. Like I said, if not by the end of this month, beginning of the new year, over 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So get subscribing, yeah. And if you, the more that you subscribe, the more I'll shout you out, yeah, with love, true respect, and joy, yeah. So get subscribing. If you do subscribe, I'll help you by being consistent, as I haven't been for the last 2 days. Excuse me, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Uh, oh. All right, I'm glad that's out of the way. So without further ado, let's get. Oh. So without further ado, let's get into it, yeah? Last season's game against Brighton, at the business end of the season, pressure was on us. We needed to win, and we faltered. We faltered. We were outplayed. Benjamin White got ripped a new one by Matoma. We lost the battle in the midfield. They outplayed us all over the park like they did the following season and last season. And they wiped the floor with us convincingly. 3-0. It was a nightmare. An utter nightmare for us. That all killed our hopes of winning the league title. We wasn't supposed to even be in that race in the first place. Seriously, we're not even meant to be in that conversation in the very first place. But we surprised the neutrals. We surprised ourselves, if the truth be told. I was predicting a battle for the top 4, but we succeeded expectation, if the truth be told, against the odds. And yeah, at the business end of the season, the last 8 games, Brighton was one of the most embarrassing performances of last season. Let's have it right. Now, we know Brighton are always tricky for us. They play splendid football. They've got threats. Even Ferguson is a threat. Someone I rate really highly. Miles better than Eddie Nketiah. And he will outscore Jesus at any given season. They've got midfielders. Pascal Gross, always a busy general in that midfield. And Dingra, winger, Cisco. They've got some players coming in, but I'd say who's a young Argentinian winger, I believe. Defensively, Lewis Dunk, Webster, solid. Veltman, um, still solid goalkeeper. They've got a good set of players. They play a good brand of football. And is it Tony Bloom? He is a guy who's got that footballing principle about Brighton. He knows he's Brighton inside out. He knows exactly what's best for Brighton. And let's big him up. He has he and his management team has recruited well. He employed Azabi to replace Potter, and Potter and Bloom have worked well together in recruiting young overseas quality. And you can see that Pedro from Watford, that's a good coup for them. So we're up against it on Sunday. Make no mistake about it. Our task is to do our jobs. We do it for 90 minutes from the get-go. We know we can get a big result. But that being said, I'm going to pick the team that I would go with. I'm going to pick the substitutions I will go with. And the formation is a 4-3-3. So in goal, I'm going to go with Aaron Ramsdale. My reason behind this decision is based on Ramsdale's ability to perform in the big games. He proved it last year away to Liverpool, saving us a point. He's capable of saving us 3 points this day. I'm going with Aaron Ramsdale because I don't feel that David Raya deserves an opportunity to start this game. If he does start this game, either way, I'm not going to be upset by it. But I'm going to with Aaron Ramsdale in goal. My back four, Benjamin White. Now, I would have gone with Tomiyasu, but sadly he's out nursing a 6-week injury on a calf, which is a shame because he has been superbly solid and he's been terrific all round. And it's just a shame that he's picked up an injury where we're coming up to the Christmas festive period, and he deserves to start. If the truth be told, so Benjamin White will go out right back, and if he gets injured, the drop off is as far as Cedric. And I'll tell you something: Cedric had a good game in PSV Eindhoven on a Tuesday night, I believe. He had a very good, solid game, but he is not sustainable on a consistent basis. But I trust Benjamin White for this particular fixture, and he has to show up and put in a magnificent performance, a much better performance than last season. He's got to understand what Matoma is all about. He would have learnt from last season, and I hope he does the job. But Benjamin White starts. My centre-half pairing is William Saliba. For me, he's the Rolls Royce, and when he's on top of his game, he is an absolute solid unit and a Rolls Royce. His calmness on the ball is absolutely splendid to watch. His positional senses is absolutely phenomenal. He sensed danger, reads the game, and never panics. And his recovery speed is second to none. He will start for me. His partner alongside him is the almighty street wise approach in Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. He's so streetwise. Defends first. That's what he does. He always defends first. Ball at the feet is equally as good as Saliba. There's times that he does play astray passes, especially those long balls. But when he's defending, he puts everything into it. That's Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Left back, we've got to go with Alexander Zinchenko. I would feel that this fixture is right for him. He can invert into the midfield and add another number in that midfield area. And when he does invert to the midfield role, he's in the number 10 position, playing balls that Martin Odegaard should play. But hey, what do I know? Defensively, he has improved a little bit, just a little bit, not a great deal. So that's my back four. Right, the midfield area. I mean, it's great that Thomas Partey has been reported to resume light training, but for me, it'll be too soon to include him into the squad. That would be naive of Arteta to include him into the squad. So therefore, I'm going to go with Declan Rice playing in the six. That's the pivot of the midfield. He's going to be in a defensive position for the fact that he's going to be key into what Brighton does in that midfield. But he's going to need some help as well. But alongside him, on the left-hand side to him, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, wherever he shows up in this game is another thing, especially if the Brighton players put pressure on him on the ball. He seems to panic and go backwards or sideways. But one thing with Martin Odegaard is he never stops. He never stops them running, which is the bare minimum. On the left-hand side to him, we've got to go with Kai Havertz. I don't think he's done sweet FA wrong not to start this game. Of recently, he has put in much better improvements, if not by a great deal. He's arriving late in the box, scoring the goals, and he's contributed a lot more than he has at the beginning of the season, especially at the start of his Arsenal career. Kai Havertz. The front three, it obviously sorts itself out. Bukayo Saka, right wing forward, didn't have the best of games against PSV, in my humble opinion. Quite ineffective. With Bukayo Saka, if he gets into space and he's 1v1, 9 times out of 10, he beats his opponent. And if he's not beating you by a bit of skill, he's back towards not towards goal, but his hold up play with the ball is absolutely exceptional. Where he's out strength the defender who puts pressure on him, and when he goes at the defenders, the ball when he's running at the defenders with the ball at his feet, he is a joy to watch on his day. On the left-hand side of the attack, Gabriel Martinelli for me, he is direct sometimes without composure. If he can improve on that side of his game, the composure side of it, we'll have more than one hell of a player. So Gabriel Martinelli starts, and he is still a goal threat. Up top, Gabriel Jesus. The work that he puts into the team is exceptional, which is the bare minimum again. But for me, we need him in the area where he can score goals, especially inside 18. And when he does arrive, when he does get on it, the goals, he can be a handful, and I mean a handful for any defenders in the Premier League. So that's my starting 11 sorted. Right, my bench, David Raya. I've explained earlier that David Raya has not been worthy of starting this game. Couple of costly errors, and he can't keep getting away with it. So I'm going to have him on the bench. Substitute number 2, Raul Walters, right back. Apparently, excuse me, do excuse me. Apparently, he can play as a centre half, but preferably a right back by trade. From the youth academy, Hayland. Yes, he he's done as well. He's done well in Mikel Arteta's eyes to get onto the bench, so I'll have him on the bench for this game. Substitute number 3, Jakob Kivia. He was a nightmare at left back against PSV. He got destroyed by Bakayoko. Bakayoko had complete fun with him, and the winger that replaced Bakayoko produced a sublime bit of skill where he nutmegged him on the touchline. I thought this is embarrassing from an Arsenal fan perspective, but wow, if you're a neutral. Jakob Kirby on the bench, and it's not all his fault because he got picked to play as a left back, and he's not a left back; he's a centre half. He wants to play in that position. He's got Gabriel dos Santos Miguelis to fight with for that left central defensive side. But that's between. Well, that's because his partnership with Saliba is absolutely top class. So for me, Cavio will be on the bench. Substitute number 4. You haven't got that many defensive options as such. So substitute number 4, Jorginho. Yeah, for me, he was pretty reasonable, in my humble opinion, on Tuesday. I feel that he brings a lot of calm, a lot of know-how from his experience, a lot of calm on the ball. Not the best, not the DM that you would think he is. I don't believe he's that DM. Not for me. Not physically the strongest of DMs, but for me, he does bring a relevant calmness. So I'll have him on the bench. Substitute number 4, Mohamed El Neni. Fitness, energy, and running all over the park. That's Mohamed El Neni. With the ball, he recycles it. And going forward, he's not too bad. He did hit the post against PSV Eindhoven with a long-range effort. But other than that, he's someone I'll have on the bench. So that's substitute number 5. Substitute number 6. Substitute number 6, Reece Nelson. I mean, I suppose you've got to at least have him on the bench. You tied him down to a new contract on over 100,000 something a week, whatever that is. He deserves a little bit more minutes, if not starting in the first team. So that's substitute number 6 done. Substitute number 7, Leandro Trossard. Leandro Trossard, I mean, he's a player that you can bring off from the bench. You can change, you can make an impact at any given time, as long as you bring him on with a reasonable amount of minutes to go. So Leandro Trossard off from the bench. Substitute number 8. Oh, goodness me. Who could be substitute number 8? Emil Smith-Rowe. He came back the other night. Didn't have that much of an impact in the game. I didn't think he did particularly well, if I'm being honest. But he does bring that he does bring that ability to arrive late in the box and get you a goal or two. And yeah, he does keep the ball well. As from a recycle point of view. Maybe from a playing the ball forward point of view, we'd like to see more. Emil Smith-Rowe. Substitute number 9, Eddie Nketiah. You're going to need another striker in case you want the one that you've got is injured. So I'm going to go with Eddie Nketiah on the bench for me. Scored on Tuesday night. Good finish. But other than that, he didn't bring anything else to the table. Not for me. So Eddie Nketiah on the bench. So not only is my starting 11 decided, I've also picked my 9 substitutions. My formation is complete, 4-3-3. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, always a pleasure to do this live stream with you guys. And it's normally 24 hours before kickoff, or 24 hours before kickoff. But I have a long day at work on Saturday afternoon, so I do appreciate your patience. I do appreciate the effort you can make to view this channel for me. So once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last. Thank you so much for putting up with me and my sneezes. More to the point, do look after your friends, do look after your families, do look after yourselves. More love, more peace, more blessings again. And on top of that, yeah, you already know, DLG repping. We're here to chat, and we're going to chat again. That being said, do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please always remember to be nice. And I do mean be nice.